Under Calgary's sun where the Rockies rise, KCCO vibes, it's no surprise. We're living large, oh Canada, partying hard all night and day. Turn up the beat, feel that bassline drop. With Chive Nation, we'll never stop. Raise your glass, let's make a toast to the West Coast, who does it most. KCCO Calgary, where we come alive. Chive on Canada, let's feel the vibe. In the heart of Alberta, where the fun don't cease. Raving through the night, finding inner peace. From the prairies to the peaks, we gather here with friends so dear and spirits clear. Chive, oh Canada, we all unite for freedom, kindness, and endless light. Turn up the beat, feel that bassline drop. With Chive Nation, we'll never stop. Raise your glass, let's make a toast to the West Coast, who does it most. KCCO Calgary, where we come alive. Chive on Canada, let's feel the vibe. In the heart of Alberta, where the fun don't cease. Raving through the night, finding inner peace. Under the northern lights, we lose control. Our hearts beat as one, a collective soul. KCCO Calgary, where dreams take flight. Together we conquer the longest night. KCCO Calgary, where we come alive. Chive on Canada, let's feel the vibe. In the heart of Alberta, where the fun don't cease. Raving through the night, finding inner peace. So let's keep dancing till the morning light. With KCCO spirit, we'll be alright. Oh Canada, and we stand so tall in this Chive Nation, we'll never fall. Under Calgary's sky, where the Rockies shine, KCCO vibes we unwind. With Chive, oh Canada, a unity call. Dancing through the night, we give our all. Feel the beat drop, let your spirits fly. Together we rise, reaching for the sky. Raise a glass high for the Chive Nation, spreading love and joy across our great nation. KCCO Calgary, we come alive. Chive on Canada, everything's right. Chive, Canada, here we stand tall. With unity and love we conquer all. KCCO Calgary, we come alive. Chive on Canada, we thrive. In Alberta's heart where the fun won't cease. Raving through the night, finding inner peace. So let's keep dancing till morning light. With KCCO spirit, we'll be alright. Chive, Canada, and we stand so tall. In this Chive nation, we'll never fall. Oh. Let's keep dancing till morning light. With KCCO spirit, we'll be alright. Chive, Canada, ere we stand so tall. In this Chive nation, we'll never fall. Under Calgary's sky, where the Rockies shine, KCCO vibes we unwind. With Chive, Canada, a unity call. Dancing through the night, we give our all. Feel the beat drop, let your spirits fly. Together we rise, reaching for the sky. Raise a glass high for the Chive nation, spreading love and joy across our great nation. KCCO Calgary, we come alive. Chive on Canada, we thrive. In Alberta's heart where the fun won't cease. Raving through the night, finding inner peace. From the prairies to the peaks, we gather near. With friends so dear and spirits clear. Chive, Canada, hey, we unite as one. Celebrating life till the night is done. Feel the beat drop, let your spirits fly. Together we rise, reaching for the sky. Raise a glass high for the Chive nation, spreading love and joy across our great nation. KCCO Calgary, we come alive. Chive on Canada, we thrive. In Alberta's heart where the fun won't cease. Raving through the night, finding inner peace. Under northern lights, our souls ignite. With KCCO, everything's right. Chive, Canada, and we stand tall. With unity and love, we conquer all. KCCO Calgary, we come alive. Chive on Canada, we thrive.
Happy hump day, and hopefully you can hear and see me because I have a brand new computer and a new setup here, so everything is going to be a little wonky for the next couple of weeks until I get everything all dialed in. But thank you for joining me. My name is Kevin, one of your KCCO Calgary admins. And what I like to do here is share about what KCCO Calgary does for our community, as well as what Chive Nation is doing. And have a couple of stories to catch up on, and a couple of updates as well. And we're also going to be playing some Frozen trivia because, yeah, we just got a big dump of snow within the last week, and temperatures are starting to dive, and it's becoming more like winter. So hopefully you are doing well, and why don't you let me know what you are drinking here tonight. Want a big shout out to Jency for popping in and joining us. How are you doing, Jency? Cheers, my friend. Chive on. And I see a hockey night has joined as well. Thank you so much for joining in. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, what's the weather like down in your area, hockey? Are you getting a blast of winter near you? So, why don't we head on over? And now I gotta do. I really didn't set this up too smart. So yeah, I definitely have some adjusting to do. So why don't we jump on over and we'll do, is it this one? Nope. This one. There we go. So we're heading over to our Chive Charities page and we're going to look at some of the stories that they have going on here. So the first story is about Dylan M. Raised $30,000, 355, and the impact is an in-home ceiling lift and track. So why don't we read the story about Mr. Dylan? When Dylan's mom Natalia first heard the diagnosis, she was 10 months into life with her first child and still learning what normal felt like. The doctor said the words MECP2 duplication syndrome and handed her a paper filled with codes and terms that meant little in the moment except for one thing: everything has changed. She drove home in shock, opened her laptop, and did what every parent does. She Googled. The internet gave her the worst case scenarios. He might never walk, talk, or live past a certain age. It was crushing. And then life, messy and stubborn, kept going. Dylan, now 15, did walk. He took his first steps around age 3 and loved pushing grocery carts down wide aisles like any toddler on a mission. He went to pre-K and adored school. But when he was 7, the seizures began. What a cute kid. MECP2, duplication syndrome, often brings intractable epilepsy, and so it was with Dylan. The progress they had celebrated felt like it was slipping. Natalia learned to become not just a mom, but a nurse, a care coordinator, an advocate, managing oxygen, a G-tube for nutrition, seizure meds, and a vagus nerve stimulator implanted in his chest. MECP2 duplication syndrome is progressive. For Dylan, it has meant intellectual disability, lone muscle tone, seizures, respiratory challenges, and cortical visual impairment. Crowded spaces can be overwhelming, so most days are spent at home, where school services and therapies come to him on a predictable schedule. He's a big kid now, 125 pounds and 5'7", and while his body has grown, some things are beautifully unchanged. Dylan is an old soul who loves music, especially Johnny Cash and country and classic country. He is obsessed with trains. There is even an overhead train in his room that runs its loop while he watches train videos. If you ask Natalia what keeps them going, she'll tell you it's love and a plan. Early on, she was a single mom trying to navigate an unfamiliar world. Her parents became her support system. The people who stepped in so she could step out for an hour to breathe, grab coffee, or just listen to music in the car. She found her people, other medical mamas, including mums raising kids with the same rare diagnosis. Together, they asked questions, traded tips, and shared the hard days without judgment. She and a friend even started a podcast, Medical Mama Drama, to tell the truth about seizures, specialists, and the everyday wins that never make the headlines. At home, things can be tough. Dylan's room doesn't connect to his bathroom. For years, Natalia did what she had to do, lifting her teenage son onto her back and walking him down the hallway to a bath chair and then back again, multiple times a day. She kept doing it because that's what moms do. But the fear grew as he got bigger. What if he had a seizure while she was carrying him? What if her back gave out? What happens to Dylan if she gets hurt? Those questions are what led Natalia to apply for a grant from Chive Charities for an in-home ceiling lift system that runs on a track. The plan is simple and life-changing. The powered rail can safely move Dylan from his bed to a chill-out chair for pressure relief and down the hall to his bathroom. The total impact was $30,355. When she learned the grant was approved, Natalia and her mom cried. Not because the fight was over, MECP 2 doesn't work that way, but because they were finally on the right track. The lift won't change Dylan's diagnosis, but it will change their days. It means safer baths and faster transfers. It means grandparents can help without worrying about getting hurt. It means less anxiety during seizures and more confidence during routine things that make a home feel like home. If you've never watched a ceiling lift in action, it's not flashy, it's quiet, steady, and dependable. Exactly the kind of help families like Dylan's needs. It turns a hallway into a path and a bedroom into a launch point. It's a track designed for the long haul. And that's what your giving does to Chive Charities. Today, Dylan's room sounds like movement. Music plays, the overhead train loops above. The new track will soon glide him from bed to bath and back again. Natalia will keep doing what she has always done, loving him, advocating for him, and finding communities so no one has to go it alone. She'll keep recording medical mama drama so newly diagnosed families can hear a voice saying, "You're not alone. Here's what helped us." And Dylan will keep being Dylan. Sweet, expressive, and absolutely clear about what he likes and what he doesn't like. The way teenagers are. He may not use words, but he communicates just fine with a glance and a grin. If you've ever wondered whether a donation makes a difference, this is your answer. What a good-looking guy. If you want to help us get more families on the right track, you can donate today to Chive Charity so we can fund the next ceiling lift, the next adaptive chair, the next piece of equipment that keeps a child safe and a family whole. And if you're a caregiver looking for connection, check out the Medical Mama Drama for real talk and hard-earned hope. All right. So that's story number 1. And I see a Missy has joined. How you doing, Missy? Happy snow day. Hopefully you have dug yourself out there. So, another quick little update here. Braxton got his service dog. What a cute little puppy. Last September, we introduced you to Braxton, an Army veteran eagerly waiting to meet his new service dog. After a long year of training, travel, and patience, we were thrilled to share that Braxton has officially been matched with his new service dog, Elton. We couldn't be more excited to see this duo begin their journey together. Here's to many years of partnership, confidence, and independence ahead. Cool. That's awesome to see that they did find a match. And here's one to leave you with a smile as we head into the show here. Kinley C. Kinley turns 7. What a cutie. Let's scroll through these pictures. What a cute family. It's been about 4 years since we first shared Kinley's story with our community, and we're so happy to bring you an update from her mom, Kelsey. Kinley's doing great overall, with the biggest update being that she is walking. She no longer requires a wheelchair or a walker, and her stamina is constantly improving. When we first met Kinley, mobility was one of her biggest challenges. Seeing how far she's come is nothing short of amazing. Kelsey shared that the van her family received was such a blessing to our family when we needed it most. After moving into the mountains, though, the car could not handle our snow load. We got stuck 3 times last year, and the vehicle didn't have recovery points, so we would have to dig it out by hand each time. Eventually, they traded it in for a more rugged vehicle suited to their new home. Beyond her growing independence, Kinley continues to make strides in communication and daily life. She is learning to communicate more and more. We are approaching potty training for about the 4th time. We are trying again. This time being better equipped to meet her where she's at and hopefully avoid any hospital stays. There have also been some new medical updates. Since we spoke last, Kinley was diagnosed with a migraine disorder, Kelsey shared. More recently, Kinley was diagnosed with cyclical vomiting syndrome and dysautonomia. She remains seizure-free, which is a blessing, and we now know that the episodes she experiences are partly related to the migraines and the CVS. Through it all, Kinley's joyful spirit continues to shine. Kinley turns 7 this month, which is 3 years more than we were told that we'd have with her. That's the biggest blessing of all. Overall, she's a happy and healthy kid who doesn't let anything slow her down. She brings us so much joy and an uncanny ability to make everyone around her smile. She is truly a light of our lives. We are so inspired by Kinley's resilience and her family unwavering love and advocacy. Their journey is a reminder of the power of perseverance, hope, and community spirit. So, on behalf of all of us here at Chive Charities, we want to wish Kinley a very happy 7th birthday and a wonderful year ahead. So, that is awesome to be able to share those types of stories and those updates with everybody who has donated to Chive Charities. All right. So let's jump into our fun for today. Right. Let's do this. And that. And then we will jump over to that. Make sure. Whoops. How about we switch this over first? And then, nope. Then do this. There we go. Yeah, I have some configuring to do here with getting all my things all set up. So, but yeah, today we're talking frozen trivia. Since we had our dump of snow here within the last week, and it looks like this one's going to stick around here in Calgary, so thought I would do some fun trivia regarding the cold winters in Canada. So why don't we just head on into our first question. And the first question is, what's the coldest temperature ever recorded in Canada? So if you've joined us before, I have actually said what the answer to this is and the actual degrees it is. So all of these are in degrees. So was it minus 51 degrees Celsius, minus 63 degrees Celsius, minus 72, or minus 80? So I wonder if you remember from a previous stream where it was and how cold did it get. So I'll give you the answer in 3, 2, 1. And it was minus 63 degrees. And it was in the Snag, Yukon that it actually happened. And Hockey Night, you got it right. Right on. Next question. So, which province holds that record? And I just gave it to you. Alberta, Yukon, Manitoba, or none of it? So, I'll only give you a couple of seconds to think about this because I actually just gave you the answer. So, the answer is Snag, Yukon. So, B. Ah, that's funny. Hockey. Yukon with Cornelius. I love it. Got to put that one up. Oh, is that not working? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm going to have to configure that too. Let's see if I can do that. Nope. Yeah, like I said, I do have a little more tweaking to do with the with this. So, all right, let us head over to the next question. Next question is, what Canadian animal can lower its body temperature below freezing without dying? Definitely not a human. Definitely not a Canadian. But what's the Canadian animal that can lower its body temperature below freezing without dying? Is it a moose? Is it a wood frog? Is it a wolverine? Or is it the snowshoe hare? Just think about what it actually could be. Because a moose, it survives, and you see it during the winter. You see wolverines. You're not sure whether you see wood frogs during the winter. And you definitely see a snowshoe hare. So, which one? A, B, C, or D? So, the Canadian animal that can lower its body temperature below freezing without dying is... It is the wood frog. That was something new when I was putting this together yesterday that I learned. So, keep learning every single day. And the next question. This is a very interesting one. True or false? Polar bears are nearly invisible on infrared cameras. What do you think? True or false? If you have an infrared camera, are you going to be able to see it? The answer is true. Their fur reflects infrared, making them almost invisible. So if you actually Google polar bear infrareds, you will see pictures of it, and it's kind of freaky how invisible they actually are. All right, next one. Which Canadian city hosts the world-famous Winterlude Festival? Is it held in Ottawa, Gatineau? Is it held in Winnipeg? Is it held in Quebec City? Or is it held in Edmonton? So, which of the following, A, B, C, or D? Which Canadian city hosts the world-famous Winterlude Festival? Ottawa, Gatineau, Winnipeg, Quebec City, or Edmonton? And Hockey is feeling very confident now. He said he was 3 for 4 so far, so we'll see how he does on this one. And the answer to which Canadian city hosts the world-famous Winterlude Festival is Ottawa, Gatineau. Yeah, it's a world famous festival that goes on in that region. And the next one. And this is almost a giveaway because we're talking about Canada and hockey. So, how many indoor ice rinks does Canada have? 800, 1,500, or 3,300? So, think about all the kids that you know that play hockey in Canada, and you're thinking coast to coast to coast. How many of them are outdoor and how many are indoor? So, you have to take a guess. How many indoor rinks does Canada have? And hockey is guessing 1,500. The answer is 3,300 plus. Yeah, every small town is having an indoor rink so that they can play no matter what the weather is. All right, and here is your trivia of what is a snow squall. Do you know what the definition of a snow squall is? Is it a long snowstorm? Is it a sudden intense burst of snow? Or is it snow mixed with hail? Once again, what's a snow squall? A long snowstorm? A sudden intense burst of snow? Or snow mixed with hail? And hockey is guessing B. Definitely B. And the answer is B. A sudden intense burst of snow. And the next question. Which Canadian city builds an entire ice hotel every winter? Is it Banff, Quebec City, or Whitehorse? Banff, Alberta, Quebec City, Quebec, or Whitehorse in the Yukon? So, which Canadian city builds an entire ice hotel every winter? And I'm pretty sure Missy would know this. Not sure whether Jency would. And Hockey is asking if he can call a friend. I don't think so. So the answer, which Canadian city builds an entire ice hotel every winter? The answer is Quebec City. And Hotel de Glace is what it's called. So glass means ice and hotel. So the ice hotel, so the hotel of ice. Next one. What winter sport was invented in Canada in 1909? Was it A, curling, B, speed skating, or C, ringette? Hopefully you know your Canadian sports. Was it 1909? What sport was invented in Canada? Curling, speed skating, or ringette? And the answer is C, ringette. Let me know whether you got that one correct. And then true or false? There's a town in Canada where the sun doesn't rise for over a month. Excuse me. True or false? There is a town in Canada where the sun doesn't rise for over a month. I'll give you the answer and... Oh, Hockey, you're on it. Wish I had this all figured out because I could post your answer on the screen. You're saying it's true. It's up near Alaska though, right? It is true. It's in Inuvik in the Northwest Territories, and it's the last settlement before the North Pole. So very, very, very far north of the Northwest Territories, and just because the angle of the Earth as it turns, the sun never actually does rise. So let me know how you did. Whether you were successful in knowing all this frozen trivia, this frozen Canadian trivia, and how well that you did. And yeah, hockey. It's 30 days of night. I'm not sure whether that is the same town, but yeah, most it's definitely a possibility. All right. So with that, I am going to sign out here and go and start playing with some of the connections here and do some tweaking here on my stream so I can actually press some buttons and have everything working. So I want to say thank you to Hockey, to Missy, to Jency for all joining. And for those that are watching on the replay, let me know how you did in the trivia challenge. So with that, I am going to say, where is my outro here? Yes, I definitely need buttons. I need buttons. Buttons, buttons, buttons. Where are we? All right. We're almost there. We're almost there. So, all right. Have yourself a wonderful weekend and a wonderful weekend. We'll see you here next week. So, cheers. Chive on. Cheers.
In a world so full of noise and clatter, we dream of making things just a bit better. Small changes adding up to a greater whole. Let's ignite the spark, let's reach our goal. We'll make the world 10% brighter.